Hello, guys. Welcome back to Purple and Gold Talk. My name is Victor. I got my brother Wyatt with me here. We're back to bring you guys a recap of the season of the last week. We decided to wait a little bit longer to bring you guys this week's episode because we realized we really only had 2 games to play this week, and then we're at All-Star break, so we thought let's just wait and recap, the team's progression since the trade deadline, since our last episode up to now, and look at where the team stands right now, right at the halfway point, or what we consider the halfway point, even though we're technically a little bit past half that. But before we get into it, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, we would really, really appreciate it if you would. It would really mean a lot. Come join us on this journey as we chop it up purple and gold on a weekly basis. And also, if you enjoy this video, we would really, really appreciate it if you could hit that thumbs up button down there, because again, it really does help us out. But with all that housekeeping stuff aside, let's get into it. The All-Star break is here.
Let's get
the
into
Lakers
it.
are 30-26 at the All-Star break, which if you would have told me we would be 30-26 at the All-Star break about a month ago, I would not have believed you.
Man, it has been a roller coaster of
For
a season so far. That's exactly what it's been. It's been a roller coaster. And
For
we're at our high point right now.
Again, yep.
Yeah. We're climbing our way up on
Mhm.
Goliath right now. We're climbing our way up. The Lakers are amazing right now. We're looking
Right now.
amazing right now. Stephen A was talking this morning about us being title contenders, and I was sitting in my car when I got it in a notification as I was driving. I was sitting in my car. I'm like, what a roller coaster this season has been. From them talking about us being title contenders now, like 2 weeks ago, they were talking about us being like the bottom of the league.
Yeah.
It's like we were scrubs, like we had to make a move before the trade deadline. Now the media is back on our side. It is a roller coaster
And that's
being a
just how it
Lakers
is.
fan. But
Yep.
all in all, I love where we're at. I love what I'm seeing from Anthony Davis. I love what I'm seeing from Rui. Now that he's finally getting minutes, we finally insert him into the starting lineup and we're winning games. He's dropping 35 plus points. We have been harping
Yes.
on this all season long. Give
Mhm.
Rui minutes, it starts happening, and we start winning games. My logo just went off in the back. But regardless, moving forward, the play of the Lakers, D'Angelo Russell playing at an all-time high right now. He has not been on a high like this since Brooklyn, and he's better than
And I
Brooklyn
was about to
D'Lo.
say probably best stretch of his career, you could argue.
Yeah, this is the best stretch of his career, no
Mhm.
doubt. He had a great playoff run in Brooklyn. We remember playoff D'Lo where he was going crazy, but this is a way more consistent run right here.
Mhm.
Austin Reeves, we cannot complain about his play.
No.
I mean, he single-handedly put us over against Boston.
Yeah.
Can't complain about him. He
That's
has
definitely
had
a
his
highlight in his career.
ups and downs this season. Like he hasn't been like, I guess all Lakers fans, we have this thing with Austin Reeves where we think he's an all-star, all that. And maybe he has not put up the all-star numbers this season, but the Lakers have a crowded team. There's only so
He's
many
done
people
his
that
he's
can
done his
get
part
shots.
though.
Yeah. I was having an argument about Austin Reeves with some Pistons fans, bro. When we played the Pistons, I sent one of my friends as a Pistons fan a message. I said Austin Reeves better than everybody on the Pistons roster.
For
And
sure.
it's a hot take, but I think it's true.
I don't think it's a hot take. I agree with you
They
wholeheartedly.
were saying Cade Cunningham and Jalen Duren better than Austin Reeves. I'm like,
Put them
what?
in our system, they don't do the same things.
I was like, put Austin Reeves on the Pistons, he'll have 30 a night. He'll be averaging 30.
Oh,
They'd
what?
have him an all-star in the East.
Oh, for
There'd be no
sure.
choice because he'd be dropping so many numbers.
Yeah.
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 But I
No
can't
doubt.
complain. I can't complain with the play of the team. We are playing at an all-time high right now. And I think with Rui in the starting lineup going forward, that we are going to see the team build on the chemistry that we saw last season when we went against the Nuggets and we had that playoff run. Maybe not so much good chemistry because we lost all 4 games against the Nuggets, but the lineup that we went on that playoff run with last season is back starting. I don't know why that we went away from it or didn't start with it this season. I
Yeah,
mean, we were kind of calling for that at the beginning of the season. I think first episode, I even wanted Rui in the starting lineup.
for sure,
Uh,
for sure. We've been
yeah,
we've been wanting
we've
Rui
been
in from the jump.
yeah. So I really like where the Lakers are at. I think all Lakers fans like where the Lakers are at. I'm glad we held pat at the trade deadline because
Yeah,
D'Lo is playing amazing. I am
hmm
so glad we didn't trade D'Lo away. He is an assassin right now, and
yeah.
he keeps this play up. He's gonna see
I
himself with
just
a
hope he
contract extension with the
I just
Lakers.
hope he keeps it up when it matters. That's my only request. Other than that, I have nothing negative to say about D'Lo. I mean, not that what I just said is negative, but I just mean that when it comes time where it really matters, I hope this level of play continues to go into that. But another shout out I want to give out is Jackson Hayes. I've been talking about this. I've been
There it
talking
is.
about this. Jackson Hayes. I said if we're gonna put another big man in and we need some valuable minutes from a big man other than AD, it has to be Jackson Hayes. I don't trust Christian Wood and his style of play, at least not when he's the only big man in the game for us. And that clearly has recently, ever since we've gone on this little recent win streak coming from the road trip on to now this home stint, that has been shown. I think all Lakers fan would agree. Jackson Hayes has has proven my point that he needed to be that one. Um, and I like what surprisingly I like what Ham is doing with the big man right now. When AD's not in, he'll put in Hayes, or when AD is completely out of the game, he'll actually start with Hayes. He'll
Hmm.
still use Woods and here and there, and then he'll sometimes actually have them both on the floor. But he's definitely giving Hayes more time and respect and that freedom, and especially fourth quarters. I think it was the game against what was the game we played back home after we finished the home run, or the away stint after the Charlotte game. I cannot recall right now, but in that game, I know he did an amazing job. Jackson Hayes, there in the last stretch of in the last little stretch of the game. Oh, it's Pelicans. There we go. He did a great job there at the end. Offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds. Anyways, I could harp on that for a little second, but I won't. But basically, I just want to give a shout out to Jackson Hayes. I like how he's playing.
Man, Jackson Hayes has proven his play, and he has proven the point to get him more minutes.
Hmm.
I really want to
Yes.
see how he holds up against some top big men in the league. So I really want to see him tested against Jokic. I want to see him tested again against I guess Embiid is hurt, but Sabonis. Sorry, maybe some other big men
I think
in the
Sabonis would be a
league
good matchup for him.
that can kind of give him a problem and kind of see what that's looking like if he can handle himself against these top big men. Because
Sure.
that's at the end of the day, his job is going to be able to come in and defend the rim against Jokic and defend the rim against Aaron Gordon and the rest of the Denver team.
But
That is
potentially,
the team that you have to go through in the West.
yes, I agree. But also potentially not as much. Like there will be times where he will need to prove that you're speaking of, but potentially not as much because we could play it to where
But
if
there will
homie's
be
on the
there's gonna be that one game that AD gets in foul trouble, and he's gonna have to
sure.
step up and play 20 minutes, and
But I'm saying
we're just gonna need
ideally,
a rim protector.
I'm saying no, I agree. I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying at all. I'm just saying ideally there should be more times where he's not having to do that than otherwise. Meaning if XYZ that you speak of, the Sabonuses, the Jokic, these guys of the worlds, if they're in the game, ideally AD's in the game, handling that. They come
I
off.
ideally,
You see what I'm
ideally,
saying? Ideally, yeah, I'm just saying ideally. But I agree with you. There will be times where he will need to prove that point on that front, and I agree. I'm excited to see what he showcases in those moments. But as of right now, I feel like he's proving my point that he needed to be that dude because Ham was like pulling on Christian Wood too much in those situations that recently Jackson Hayes has been getting instead. And I've been
mhm,
saying that that's what's needed to be the case, and I think it has proven fruitful and positive. So I like what
yeah.
I'm seeing.
Well,
But
I think all the Lakers are playing very well right
I
now.
agree. We all
So
are.
that's cool. That's what's up with our Lakers. Let's talk about the new Laker,
Yeah, I was just about to say
Spencer
we
Dinwiddie. Man, we
we
brought
have a
him
new Laker.
in. I was
Yes.
so happy when I saw him with Rob Pelinka at the game, and we even texted each other.
Yeah, it's a
I
wrap.
am so happy to have Spencer on the team.
Hmm.
He's gonna be great for us. He's a game changer,
At
a
no cost for us.
real game changer. And I'm thinking, looking at it bigger picture, looking at it when we get into the playoffs, he really kind of matches KCP's value. Also,
Mm,
he's like a KCP type guy. I don't think he plays the same defense as KCP, but kind of matches his value on the offensive end, don't you think?
maybe even more, you could argue, potentially,
Yeah,
depending on what
we're
kind of
gonna
game he's
see.
having.
I dismiss his run in Brooklyn this season. People were like, "Oh, he had such a bad season
Oh,
in
talking about
Brooklyn."
this season?
Yeah, in Brooklyn.
Oh yeah,
I'm like, Brooklyn is a trash franchise.
yeah,
Nobody has worked out in Brooklyn. James
yeah,
Harden, KD, Kyrie. Can you blame this man, Spencer? There's something up with the organization, and there's something up with the heads of that program that's causing issues there.
yeah.
I'm not gonna blame Spencer for that.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
And if anything, we've seen him work out there. First stint Nets. That's really what put him more on the map.
I liked him with the Mavs. It was only
And
him and
Mavs
Luca down
too.
there, him and Luca by themselves.
Yeah,
So I don't really blame him for that stint either. I mean, it was just him and Luca down there. What could they do?
yeah. No, I agree. I'm 100% a fan of the pickup. Especially at the fact that it was like of no cost to us. I mean,
Yeah, it's
meaning
free.
we
And
didn't
we
give
signed him
up,
to a minimum. I think it's 1.5 million.
but yeah, and we didn't give up any players. So really, we just added, so that's like a positive, and it helps out with. We obviously have been talking about our health issues, so it's like it's another body, and that's great.
Hmm.
Without giving up a body because we've already, you know what I mean? Like it's great that we only added and didn't have to swap or trade or anything because we already dealing with health issues and we're losing bodies due to health. So now we're just only gaining another piece, which is awesome. Um, and I like, and I yeah, and I'm just like a fan. Like he's
Oh,
fine.
I love Spencer.
Yeah, like I
Yeah,
just think
I've been a fan of his since I can remember. Since he started balling, he gained some camaraderie. He gained some, I guess, renown, and
mhm,
started to build his name.
yeah,
During that Brooklyn run, and
exactly.
of course, I'm a Luca fan and was watching the Mavs and watched him a lot with Luca,
Mhm,
and now I'm watching him with the purple and gold. It's great.
yeah. I agree, and he's played 2 games so far, um, and nothing necessarily to write home about, but he's getting his legs under him. He's getting he's getting situated with the system. He's meeting new
I
teammates,
mean, it's
learning
gonna
how to
take him
play
a
with new
minute.
players. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's all I'm saying is
Yeah.
we're just in that process of getting acquainted and getting that gelling going on. Not that we were already a perfectly gelled program to begin with, so it's just a little bit more of that cohesiveness that it will take time, but I say
Well, I
within
think
2
the
weeks
team
after the
is
trade
getting.
deadline.
I think the team is getting gelled.
We are.
Like,
We
man,
are. I just mean we're not,
Austin Reeves and D'Lo's chemistry
yeah.
now from the beginning of the season is such an improvement.
Mhm.
If you're watching them on the court together now, big
Mhm.
improvement for them too, and just the chemistry of the team overall. I think Rui is happy to be back in his true form and happy to have his mask off. I think that really held him back early this season, and just not having minutes and not being in the starting lineup held him back this season. So I just think the team is everybody is where they need to be at. Everybody is trending upward, and the Lakers are trending upward, even though we have major injuries to Jared Vanderbilt and Gabe Vincent and Cam Reddish.
Yep.
So literally, like all our depth is gone right now, and we are still winning games, and we are still getting better
Yep.
as a team.
Yep. We are, as of right now, ninth, 30-26, 9 game backs from the first seed, but we are only about
All
three
right,
and a half games
so
back from the 6th spot.
let's get into a conversation about the standings, uh,
Yeah.
as we can say.
3.5 games back from the 6th spot, which is
I think
out of play in.
I think the 4 seed is out of reach. I think those top 4 seeds are going to be the top 4 seeds. I think
Probably.
everybody that's 3.5 games back or 3 games back from them. So I think Minnesota, OKC, Clippers, and Denver. Those are going to be the top 4 and the teams that claim home court advantage. I don't
Yeah.
know how it'll
I'm
be.
looking at that
I
6
don't know.
seed.
It could be in any order because all of them are 2.5 games within each other.
Yeah,
So it
yeah,
could be
yeah.
in any order, but I believe it's going to be them top 4. I think the best seed that we could get is the 5th seed,
Yeah.
and really at that point, I just want the 5th or the 6th seed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I got my eyes on
Yeah,
5th or 6th.
I'm just trying to get in. I'm
Probably
trying to stay
preferably 5th.
out of the play in.
I mean, yeah, facts.
We're not far back.
No, 3.5. 3.5. Literally.
3.5 games. We got it.
3.5 games.
We got to keep winning.
Yeah.
If we want to take a peek into the games that we have after the All-Star break, Thursday, Friday, Sunday. So we come out of the All-Star break and we got 3 games in 4 days. Wow. Okay. Doing us like that. But we have Lakers
We're
Warriors.
rested.
We have
Okay,
Lakers
dub.
Warriors coming out.
Nice.
That's
I
a
like
win.
that.
Lakers
Yes.
Spurs.
I love
Win.
that. Yeah.
Lakers Suns. If we can get that win,
Should be a
it'll
win.
be big. It'll be big because they're right above us in the standings.
They've only beat. We played them 4 times this season. They've only beat us once.
Yeah. So I think that's a win.
Should be
We
a win.
have Lakers Clippers.
And that's a really quick side note. Sorry to cut you up, but that's a huge win if we beat the Suns because they're ahead of us, and that's a L for them and a dub for us. You see what I'm saying?
And then we have Lakers Clippers next. No, I said the exact same point.
Oh,
we have
did
Lakers,
you?
Yeah, Lakers. Yeah, Lakers Clippers. You good, bro?
Oh my god. Oh, that's hilarious. Sorry, I was like so locked into the looking at the thing on my phone. Oh, my bad, G. Golly.
You good, man. But finishing out the month of February, we have the Clippers after that, and then we have the Wizards after that. So I think that's 4-1.
Yeah, that's
at least. Like
at
maybe
worst,
the
2.
Suns game and the Clippers game is the only ones I'm
that's
really
what I'm
worried
saying.
about.
At worst. But really, I'm mainly worried about Clippers because have we faced the new look Clippers? I think we did, right?
Yeah, we beat them.
Yeah, we beat them. That's what I'm saying. I think we beat the Clippers twice already. Or is it just once?
We beat them 106 to 103 in January 7th.
Okay, so that was the new look Clippers. And we did beat them. That's right. So
I don't think the new look Clippers are going to be that good, especially in the playoffs, dude. They're going to fold. We can have this conversation. We can have this conversation. Threats
it's not even
in the
a
West.
convo.
That's the conversation we have in threats in the West.
Yeah. Well, when it comes to the Clippers,
people have brought up the Clippers as a threat in the West. Guess what? All these
even
people
used the word favorites.
Everybody on this team has folded. Are you telling me playoff P?
Every last one.
It's gonna come up. It's gonna come up.
Actually, I take that back.
Dang, the logo keeps going
Kawhi is the only one that we've known to not fold, but recently he has been folding.
And somebody corrected me on this. He really has not been folding. He has been getting injured.
I mean,
every season. If we can be totally honest.
Yeah, that is true.
So I wouldn't say it's folding, but it's been a problem because it's been every season.
Yeah. Yeah. But if you take Kawhi out of the equation, every last one of them has a reputation of absolutely folding.
No, same with James Harden. James Harden, we know.
All of them.
Yeah. Everybody is known to fold on this squad. They're not going to be able to get it done.
They're not
under pressure, and I feel like it's gonna get down to game time, and we'll see how they operate in the playoffs. They're gonna be like, who takes this last shot, too.
I wouldn't even be surprised if they eventually. I'm not saying it works out that way right now or anything. I'm just spitballing here. If they were in a 7-game series against OKC, I would not be surprised at all. OKC runs them out the gym.
Well, they're not going to be. Well, in the first round, they're not. They wouldn't face OKC.
Like I said, I didn't.
Second round, maybe.
Like I said, I'm not saying it will work out that way. I'm just making a point that this
love
young
Luka
team
to cook their ass.
I'm just saying this young team. Basically what I meant by that is I have so little faith in this team of all this star power because of their history that I feel like this young up and coming team could literally fuck them over. That's my point.
Young and upcoming team. The Clippers?
OKC. OKC.
Oh, okay. You're talking about OKC.
Yeah,
All
I'm talking
right.
about OKC.
Yeah, I mean, I see
I
OKC.
see a world where
I
that
could
could
see
happen.
OKC beating the Clippers. I mean, I could see any
Yeah.
team beating the Clippers. Like I said, I want to see the
Facts.
Mavericks pull up on them.
Yeah. You know what it is?
I really don't have faith in the Clippers like that, man. Everybody on that team has folded. They might be hot right now in the regular season, but we'll see what gets to popping in the playoffs.
How many times in NBA history have we seen this situation, man? Just a good regular season team, but when it comes time to crunch time, they ain't shit. We've seen this.
Seen this over and over. Clips gonna clip.
Probably. I love that.
That's the truth. Clips are gonna clip.
Real talk. Real talk.
Moving on to another threat though. I don't think OKC is a threat to us.
No, OKC is
They're
not a
not big
threat.
enough. AD
In
will
that,
drop 40 on them
yeah,
every game. Like they're just not there yet.
Their only threat to not their only threat. Their biggest threat to us, I believe, as a team, is their pace, their style of play, their pace.
Yeah, but
we combat that. I'm not saying
as you see in the playoffs, the game slows down.
we combat that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same. It was the same thing with the Golden State last year. That's the only thing they had on us, and we still won.
Yeah,
because size is king.
Minnesota. Are we really talking about Minnesota being a threat to us?
Well, look, I don't think we lose to them in a 7-game series. That's not what I'm saying, but I don't think it's a quick series at all. I think they're formidable.
Man,
but
I honestly think it's a 5-game series against them.
Real?
Yeah.
Nah, I think 6.
Gobert too easy.
Minimum.
Gobert too easy, man.
They got Cat, man. They got Ant. Ant is a dog.
I know, but they don't have playoff experience like that, man. You telling me Ant gonna go 7 games with LeBron, bro? I don't believe it. And Ant has been hyped this season.
Ant has been killing it.
If he had a better surrounding cast,
I'm fucking with Ant, yo.
Maybe I believe it. I fuck with Ant.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
But he's not doing this with Cat and Gobert. They are weaklings.
The system.
No, real talk, man. When it comes down to crunch time, when it comes down to the nitty gritty, like
Gobert's another one.
They don't show up.
Gobert's one of them. Cat's one of them. The ones we were just talking about. Fold. History of folding. They fold.
Man, Gobert let
Donovan Mitchell down. Gobert let D Mitchell down when it mattered most. That boy put his whole team
really
on
hasn't had like a.
He's like a Kawhi issue.
Embarrassing experience or anything like that.
He's similar to Kawhi with the injuries. He's been
all talk and not backing it up. Like he claimed he was like the best big man shooter of all time and stuff like that. He's been a lot of talk and not backing it up.
He makes the wildest claims, and I hate that about him. And believe me, he's Dominican, one of only very few Dominican players in the league. So I really want to rock with him, but he got a big ass mouth, bro, and I don't fuck with that shit. Like Al Horford's another Dominican, but he's a respectable guy. He's humble, so I fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's a Celtic, but as a person, as a player, I fuck with him. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But Cat is he's too vocal and not the right ways for my liking. So I'm not a fan.
Moving on. Denver.
Obviously
Denver. We've been talking about them all season.
Yeah, you can go back to our first episode.
And they are the path to the championship.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
you look, Dallas Mavericks could be a little something.
Okay. They added Gafford too from the Wizards.
I know. Yeah. He had a great debut. Did you see his debut numbers?
He had an amazing debut, man. I'm proud of him.
Amazing debut. Yeah, bro.
I'm glad to see the Mavericks get some help.
And how many years have we been talking about this? If Luka can get a formidable big man down there,
Well, we've
been talking about this.
I think him and Derek Lively, they can hold it down together.
That's what I'm saying.
Those two. Yeah.
Because they just added him to the piece.
You got Washington and Kleber.
Yeah.
At the 4.
That's what I'm saying. They got the size now.
Luka, Kyrie, Tim Hardaway Jr. You can miss Josh Green in there.
Yeah.
And you got your threes right there.
Yeah.
I mean, Tim Hardaway when you need the shooting, Josh Green when you need the defense, and then playing Luka and Kyrie all the way through.
And no one's talking about this. No one's talking about this, but I'm gonna say it because I've been peeping. I'm gonna give Tim Hardaway Jr. his flowers. He's been holding it down this season because
Oh yeah,
Kyrie's missed a lot of games, and we talked about this. He's like, oh man, Kyrie out. Luka gonna have to go back to scoring 60 instead of 30. But Tim been putting in his 25, 35 a night.
no, he's been stepping up. He was
He's been
injured, coming off
stepping
an
up.
injury last year.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So
it's good to have
this new look
a full
Mavericks.
season under him and be back to the formidable Tim Hardaway that we are used to.
This new look Mavericks.
I like the moves they made at the deadline, and I think they're in a position to make a run. We're gonna have to definitely experience some Luka magic, and Luka's definitely gonna have to put his stamp on the league for that to happen. Him and Kyrie are both gonna have to put their stamp on the league, and they're gonna have to stand on business.
I would love, it'd be a perfect scenario for us.
What?
Somehow in the bracketing and the format and how it all shakes up, Denver and Dallas got to see each other, and Dallas beats Denver, then we meet.
Nah, I want Dallas to meet the Clips. I want Luka to beat the Clips.
For real, you rather face?
They've been going at it. They've been going at it. Well, let's just be hypothetical.
I'm talking about as a Laker fan, not as a basketball fan.
As a basketball fan, I kind of want to take on the Clippers too.
You want to take on the Clippers in the?
As a Lakers fan,
that'd be amazing.
To be honest, I kind of want OKC or Minnesota.
No, I'm talking deeper. Like first round, that's first round.
But we're going to face one of the top 4 teams in the first round. That's a big round for us.
That's my point. I'd rather Dallas get rid of Denver real quick.
Okay.
That's where I'm coming from. That's my point.
And I think I think they'll be in that situation. It really just depends, man. It's going to be us Dallas or Phoenix.
Well,
I feel like in that 5-6 seed.
If we get to that 5th seed you're talking about, we could potentially see either Clippers or Denver first round, which is actually pretty intense.
Man, it could be any of those 4 teams.
It really could be.
It's just so close. We can't call it now.
It's too early for it's too early for all that. But
it's going to be one of those 4. We know that.
Yeah, for sure.
I would love to have Minnesota. I would love to have OKC. I would love to have the Clippers. I want to stay away from Denver. We got to stay away from Denver in the first round.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah,
that's literally my point. But hey, real quick, I didn't even notice. Denver's on a 3-game losing streak right now. Interesting. Man,
you know Denver.
Point that out.
Denver going to be good, man. I'm not worried.
No, I know that. I'm just saying it's interesting.
They're really not at all.
But it's exciting because we're on the come up.
It's an exciting time to be a Lakers fan. It's a good time to be a Lakers fan. This roller
New
coaster
Orleans
ride
is way too high.
that we love to live through.
What the hell?
New Orleans is what?
Way too high. 6th seed. Dallas better.
I see them dropping.
We're better. They're definitely dropping. I just mean like if New Orleans is up there, then we can get there. That's basically where I'm coming from.
Yeah. And we played the Suns, so we're poised to overcome the Suns.
I think we got to play New Orleans
against them this week.
I think we got to play New Orleans one more time. We've only played them.
One was a tournament game.
Definitely, but it counts. It's a regular season game. Only the final, the in-season tournament final doesn't count, which was against the Pacers.
Okay, I got you.
So we played them once in the tournament and once just now. So we have at least played them twice, maybe 3 times. So we either got to play New Orleans at least 2 more times or 1 more time. So
okay, I got you.
Yeah, we still got to play Dallas again. We've only played Sacramento once this season. So a lot of these people in front of us, we got to see in the second half of this season. So we can definitely make up some ground. We can make up some ground, my G. We're coming.
Sorry, man. I don't know what's up with my AirPlay today.
It's all good.
My logo is not staying on.
We're coming for people's heads. We're coming for people's heads.
The Lakers are coming for people's heads. More importantly, D'Lo is coming for everybody's head.
Talk about it. Yes, sir.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
this guy's been going. This guy's been going off. You see the way he's playing.
Oh, we got to see Denver 2 more times. I will say that.
He's pulling up. He just has the swag right now. He's feeling himself right now.
We've been talking about this. He's a rhythm player.
Is he going to sink or swim?
Well, he sank for a minute,
This
but it's
man,
not due to his fault though. It's Ham's fault. You
it
can't
was
put a
Ham's
player like
fault
that.
putting that
You
man on the
can't.
bench.
It's that you can't put a player like that on the bench. Look, he's in rhythm. Look at him swimming. Michael
Hmm.
Phelps.
This man,
Michael
Michael
Phelps.
Phelps out there. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. What other swimmers are there? I don't know other swimmer.
No, that's the
But
best. That's the best swimmer though. Michael
yeah,
Phelps. He out here, Michael
this
Phelps.
man out here like a damn dolphin.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, 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 yeah.
he's out here. He's
Nah, but
aquatic.
real talk. I agree. I mean, but we've been said this. You can look. You if you're a new viewer, you can fact check us. Go back our previous episodes. We've been talking about this. He's a rhythm shooter. He's a player that plays in rhythm. He needs consistency. Ham never gave him that opportunity, so obviously he was gonna play bad. Now that he's getting the opportunity to be consistent, he's showing what he can do. It's just
He took that opportunity from him. And guess what? He's still better than Terry Rozier. And he's
real.
better than Cade Cunningham, too.
Those are
I'll throw him in that bus.
those are facts. That's not even debatable, if you ask me. Like that's
That's
not like
facts.
yeah,
Straight
that's
up facts.
literally the sky is blue. Like fact. No, I'm rocking with D'Lo. I agree with you. The chemistry between him and AR right now is a vibe. It's cooking. And it also helps that they're like genuine friends. I don't know if you've peeped that or caught on to that or kept up with that, but they talk about it in their post game interviews and even
Well, I
off the
watched
court or stuff
D'Lo
like that. So
and
they're good
D'Lo
friends.
tour AD's house.
Yeah, yeah,
If
yeah. I saw
anybody else
that.
peeped that
Did
out
you
there,
watch
I
that?
saw D'Lo go through AD's house.
But did you
I
watch
thought that was
the
pretty cool.
podcast?
Bits and pieces of it.
Okay, yeah, I watched
Yeah.
the podcast. That was dope. I wish it was longer. They only did it for like an hour, but oh well. I'm so happy it exists. But
Yeah, I thought it was
regardless,
good content about our Lakers, really seeing what they're doing behind the scenes.
yeah, exactly. So I think it's good chemistry all around. Rui's coming around. He obviously had some even more playing time last night against Utah, considering Braun was
Dropped
out. But
35.
yeah,
How
but
much
that
he
just
had
goes to
in
show
that
you
thing?
he had more than 35. He had 35. Yeah, 35. He had, I'll tell you right now, 36.
Yeah. That
36
man
and
went
33
crazy,
minutes
man.
with a 68% from the field. 13 for 19. That boy could not miss.
Man, so it's Valentine's Day. I'm going off.
Yeah.
What kind of chick Rui got? I ain't never seen him with a chick.
AD 37 and 15 last night as well, double. Solid game and hey, honestly,
Man, they said they were the first to drop 35 together. Have AD and LeBron never dropped 35 together?
I guess not.
Man, that's wild.
Yeah. First ones to
Yeah.
drop 35 together since Kobe and Shaq. So I guess I that was the first thing that popped into my mind when I read that as well. I was like, dang, I guess they never AD and Bron never.
Man, and Dinwiddie had a good game. 28 minutes, he had 10 points. He was 4 for 6.
Yeah.
I can't complain. It's not like he
Mhm.
came in here like Michael Beasley last year.
Real talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
50%
game
from
before,
3.
he had like 7 assists. So he came in and was really getting going with the guys.
Mhm.
So I love it. I think he matches the team like now. Like him and D'Lo have chemistry. He's played with Rui before. There was a couple other players. He's played with Taurean Prince before. He's played with Vando before. So there's a couple other players that he's played with that he already has chemistry with. I think it's great.
Look at this impact. I know it's small, but I just love to see it. 11 Jackson Hayes, 11 minutes, 4 points, 2 for 2, 100% field goal percentage, 2 steals, an assist, a block. Like small minutes, but great numbers. Great return on the small
What
little
game was that?
10-minute run last night.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because 80 had it going. But for the little bit of time that he was on, no negatives. Literally no
And look at
turnovers.
this man, Christian Wood, 0 for 4.
I was just about to say
0
that.
for 4, man.
0 for 4.
Yeah.
And he had more time. 16 minutes.
We are going to see Jackson Hayes overtake him in minutes. I hope
Needs
so.
to.
Yeah.
I've been saying this. You know I've
Did
been
you
saying
see
this.
these other guys that we had on the court? Windler and Mays?
Who the fuck are those?
Well, Windler is just a shooter. And Mays, I don't know much about Mays.
Yeah, I was.
This man was drafted by the Hawks, I think, back in the day. I think he was a draft pick by the Hawks. He's born in 1997.
Interesting.
Huh.
Hold on.
Let's
So
see.
how does our roster play out? When you look at the rest of that roster, there's three names that shouldn't be there: Windler, Mays, and Castleton. But last night we have four players out. We had Vando, Vincent, Reddish. So that replaces those three names, but we're forgetting one that didn't play last night, which is Braun. So would that mean
Well,
one of the roster spots would have to? You see where I'm coming from?
it was only 12. There's only 12 people.
Oh, is that 12 on that
That
list?
yeah, they
Okay,
got
okay, okay,
minutes.
okay.
Yeah. So
Okay,
we
okay,
got 3
okay.
more spots.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good. We're
Okay.
good on that
I was about to
subject.
say
But yeah, we're missing Cam, we're missing Gabe, and we are missing Vando.
Yeah.
All our key defensive players.
Yeah.
And I have a little stat for us that I saw. The Lakers have won 6 of the last 7 games. During that stretch, they
Mhm.
are 11th in defensive rating, second in offensive rating, first in assists per game, and first in turnover percentage. And I think the biggest thing
Amazing.
in that is the turnover
Turnover
percentage.
percentage. Yep.
Yeah, we have had
100%.
so many turnovers as the last couple of years as a Lakers team.
For
And
sure.
us being number 1 in turnover percentage in this stretch is exactly why we're putting these wins together.
That's a testament to the gelling.
It is. It's a testament to the gelling and us building some camaraderie together.
Mm-hmm.
And just the right guys being in the right places. Rui
Yeah, man.
getting 30 minutes now.
Torian
Rui
Prince not
starting.
starting. Oh, he did
Which
start last
Taurean
night.
Prince, I feel like he's played better coming off the bench.
Yeah, that's his home. That's what he's been doing his whole fucking career.
Exactly, yo.
Like, what? Come on now.
So I think the turnover percentage is big. First in assists, like that's just great. That's awesome. Second in offensive rating and 11th in defensive rating. We have really stepped up on the defensive end without our best defenders, being Gabe, Cam, and Vando. Those are some of our best on-ball defenders.
Yep.
Vando, our best on-ball defender. We would say AD is our best.
You could also argue,
like we said last episode, is in discussion for Defensive Player of the Year. I think he is Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
straight
with
up.
you, dog.
And I think he's in the MVP conversation, especially after what we saw last night.
I'm with you, dog. I'm with you. And honestly, look, if you take those exact stats you just read out to me, we went up in our offensive rating all the way to second, while we're missing our best defenders, who are one of our biggest liabilities on the offensive side. So everything adds up.
It's a great time
to
be a fan of the purple and gold. What is
I'm just hoping we carried through. We carried through. We picked this right back up where we left off at the start of.
And if we could, but we'll talk
break.
a little more Lakers real quick, and we'll touch on one point. Oh man, how do I get into this? What are our thoughts with Darvin Ham still being the coach? What is your read on our ceiling this season?
I already told you. And
what's the ceiling this season with Darvin Ham still at the helm?
I don't think my opinion will change on this. The answer to that, excuse me, the answer to that for me is, if we make a run and or ultimate goal win a championship, it will not be because of Ham.
I think it'll be because of Jamal Murray getting injured. I think it'll be because of somebody getting injured or just something happening in the playoffs. Man, it's going to be tough to get past
It's
Denver.
tough.
It's going to be very tough to get past Denver.
It's gonna be
I'm
tough
not
to
putting
get
it
past a lot of teams.
I'm not putting it totally out of reach. Denver is the only team I'm worried about. And I said the same thing all last year. We didn't have a podcast then, but I said the same thing all
Bruh,
last year.
you
Denver is
wanted
the
to
only
see
team I'm
Denver
worried about.
over Suns. When they were facing off, I was like, bro, we need Phoenix to win this. You're like, no, I need Denver to win this. I was like, you're tripping. And I'll never forget that because I was like, that was an insane take. To this day, that was an insane take. We could have swept the Suns last season. Lack of depth, lack of size, lack of cohesiveness, lack of everything. And you wanted to see Denver. I was like, bro, we going up with the elevation, Joker, like not a good matchup. Not a fan of it. Not like it. And you
Man,
thought we was
I
gonna just
had
run
confidence.
through
I had
Denver.
confidence. I thought we were going to run through Denver, yo.
I
I really
didn't.
did think we were going to run through Denver.
I didn't think we were gonna
But that was the Laker
lose to
fan.
them.
That was that Lakers confidence in me, man. And
We would have.
we
I
were
had
super
confidence we would beat both of
excited.
them.
We had super excited on that playoff run.
No,
But
I had confidence we would beat both of them.
that's
But
the
I
only
knew we
team
definitely
I'm
needed
worried
to
about.
see. I knew
I'm
we
not
definitely needed to see Phoenix before them.
I'm not worried about Phoenix this year.
Not at all. Not last season, not this season, not next season. I ain't worried about
Yeah.
Phoenix.
I'm not worried about them. The only team I'm worried about is Denver. Like that's the only team that we need to be able to beat. So are we able to beat them? Playing like we have been in the last couple of games, hell yeah, we can beat them. If
We just put up a fight against them.
if we're number one in turnover percentage,
They're
and
all only and
we play perfect, but that's
they're
not
all
going to
only
happen
lost
every
and that you
game.
speak of right there in those stats. And we've won our last 6 of 7 games. That's the
Exactly.
one loss was the Denver game, which came
Exactly.
down to the wire. And really, we should have won, but Austin Reeves kind of sold and gambled on
The one thing
that pass play.
that we do have this year that I guess they did have last year, they did have Bruce Brown last year, and they did have a little more depth last year.
They definitely lack the depth. Like they're
Braun,
definitely less
having
depth.
Braun coming in rather than Bruce Brown, that's definitely a drop off for them.
Yeah.
If you're familiar with Braun, the white boy they got from Kansas.
I know who you're talking about.
Mhm.
Yeah, I agree.
But that's definitely a downgrade. Bruce Brown did play a big part in that series.
Big part. Yeah, absolutely.
Last year.
That's why he got the check.
I will say that just defensively, I really feel like it's going to be tough for us. We're going to have Vando back.
AD is going to have to just.
Hopefully, we can have Gabe back then too.
It's on AD, man. I think it's on AD.
It really is on AD. Is AD going to step up and get past Jokic or not?
Yeah, because if he puts Jokic in his place, it's a wrap. But if he gets dominated, it's a wrap. You know?
Man, it really is going to be a testament to Anthony Davis when we face them in the playoffs. Because, I mean, I think that's what it's going to come down to.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be us, them, either in the second round or us, them in the Western Conference Finals. And that's what it's going to come down to. Lakers, Denver, is AD going to step up and put down the Joker? Or is he going to sit back, let the Joker bully him one more time?
Yeah.
But
he needs to have a game like he did game 1 last year where he dropped 40 on his head, which was not enough. But at least it was like the one good game he had.
Get away from the Lake Show. I think we have said like pretty much everything that we can say about the Lakers. It's an amazing time to be with the purple and gold. We're on the up and up where our team chemistry is building. The right lineups are finally being played, and we are persevering through all of our injuries, which is amazing. We're in a great place as Lakers fans. Going forward, what are you thinking about the All-Star game? I think that's a topic that we can get into, can discuss. Are you excited for this weekend?
Always excited. Always excited. I think All-Star Weekend is one of my favorite parts of the season. No, not I think. It is one of my favorite parts of the season for sure. I always get excited. Granted, the excitement's been a little bit less than it usually has been for the majority of my life in recent years due to the fact that the dunk contest is not exciting anymore, to be honest. Like, they really need to find some better candidates for it. I think it's just
Yeah.
not like I'll still watch it and I'm still excited for it. It's just like not the type of excitement you had when, Blake Griffin, Dwight Howard, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I mean? Like,
And to
it's
be
just not
honest, they
as
need to do
exciting.
something. They need to do something within the whole game of it, because I really don't have any true excitement for really anything. I mean, I like watching the 3-point competition because the players actually try in it.
That one's still always my favorite for sure.
Yeah, I
Saturday
like watching
night,
the
that was the best.
yeah, because they actually try. They're actually really out there shooting. In the game, they still don't try. They need to put something in it that makes it meaningful
No,
to the players.
I'm a big fan of the game of the new way. I think they changed it back, so I'm kind of like,
I'm glad they.
darn
I am
about it.
glad they changed it back to the East and West. I
I'm
did like
not.
East West going against each other.
But maybe that's just I'm in a special situation where it was always gonna be Braun's team, and I'm a Braun fan, so it was always lit. My boy was picking a team, he was creating his
Yeah,
squad,
yeah, yeah. I see that.
drafting.
If
So
my
like,
favorite player was
I'm
always the
just
captain, I'd be like, hell
so,
yeah!
so
Like I
I
want to see
just
my player
always it
be
was
on
always a
this
plus to me, and I
fantasy
like seeing
draft of
him
players.
paired
Like it's
up
just
with
cool. It's fun.
who you wouldn't think he would be paired up with. And it's just he's paired up with people the whole draft thing. I love that. Like, it's just it was different. So it was like players you wouldn't necessarily think you would be paired up with because it's usually just East and West. Uh, and it was different. So I was always a fan of. And I disagree. I agree that maybe it's not as intense as it could be, but those fourth quarters, man, those you can't tell me those fourth quarters were played the same way the fourth quarters used to be played before they changed the rules. Those fourth quarters have gotten intense ever since they changed the format. I'm curious, did they change the format back too, or did they just change back to East West but still same format, like play each quarter, winner of each quarter, and then play that final score? I think it's like 162. It's like the Kobe number or whatever on the
Man,
last one.
I'm not sure how they're doing.
Well, I hope they keep it that way because that
How
was
they're
always
doing
fun.
it.
And I liked how it was like sudden death. Like, it wasn't like the clock was irrelevant in that fourth quarter. It was like once you reach the score, you reach the score. So it had some like really dope moments. Like, I like it. I was a fan. I am a fan. But we'll see how it feels going
We'll see
back
how
to
it
East
pans
West.
out. I think what they need to add to make the All-Star weekend interesting, one-on-one.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
A one-on-one tournament.
Yeah, one-on-one
Man,
tourney would be hard instead of
that would
the
be hard.
the skills comp.
Who's the best one-on-one player? Now that's
Braun.
a
No,
statement.
I'm just playing.
That's a statement, bro. Like to be in the league and to go and win that.
Yeah,
Like
Kyrie.
that's something they'll play hard for too. One-on-one,
If
it's
Kyrie
a very
enters
low
that,
risk to get hurt on one-on-one.
if Kyrie enters that, it's a wrap.
I would love to see Kyrie in it. I think
Kyrie
Luka.
would be a good one.
I think Luka would be really interesting in it. How he
Luka would be
uses
a
his
good one.
body.
Devin Booker would be a good one.
Oh yeah, Devin Booker would be nice. KD too.
KD would be a good one.
KD be unstoppable. Maybe KD might win that thing.
I don't know. I think Kyrie would be the one.
It'd be hard for him on the defensive end against some other players like KD. Don't you agree?
Yeah, but
Like
it depends. If they
if
do like make it take it,
Kyrie was guarding Braun, like
yeah. But if they do like make it take it though,
yeah. Do you,
but I agree with. I don't know.
man,
I
I
don't
think it
know.
would be really
But
interesting.
yeah, it would. It would.
Yeah.
I would be. Yeah, definitely. It'll probably never happen, but I couldn't agree with you more that it should. It would definitely make it so exciting. Like hella people would tune in to see that, bro. Like
Oh, I'd definitely be
100%.
tuning in to see
As
the
long
one-on-one
as
tourney.
actually, but this adds another layer to it. Say they implement. Oh, there's a one-on-one tournament. It's like we've been known. There's also a slam dunk contest. It's very prestigious. Are you gonna get the star power to sign up for it though? You see what I'm saying?
For a one-on-one, I do believe you would.
I hope so. Let's
Yeah.
just say that. I hope so. But you would think the same thing for the dunk contest.
Yeah.
It's prestigious.
Yeah.
But now,
agree. I
literally,
agree.
G League motherfuckers playing in the dunk contest
Yeah,
like-
I agree, bro.
and winning it.
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
Yeah, nobody cares. Nobody cares about the dunk contest
Yeah.
any longer, bro. It's sad, but it's just where we're at with it.
Yeah.
And they need to have some changes to the All-Star weekend to
Mhm.
make it a little better. But let's go ahead and wrap this up, dog. My computer is on 3% right now.
Oh, all
Yeah,
right,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So let's
But
wrap this up.
we got the message across, I think.
Yeah, we got the message across. We had some good talk about the Lakers, and we love where
We're
we're at
excited.
this season. We're super excited for
Yeah.
after the All-Star break. We have a nice stretch of games that is very winnable. So guys, follow us, Purple Gold Talk _ that's on Instagram, X, and on TikTok. We post reels, we post snippets, and we interact with our fans on those social media platforms. So follow us there and interact with us. Shout us out, holla at us, and celebrate the purple and gold with us, as it is a good time to be on this high with the purple and gold. I'm Wyatt. This has been Victor. This has been an episode of Purple and Gold Talk. Love y'all guys, and go Lakers.
Go Lakers.
Lake Show.